Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, reporting live for yet another magical moon message in this super hot weather here in Vegas of Los. Yes. Whew. All right, let's do this. The moon is, I think, 1 degrees Aries, and the sun is in Cancer. So in 24 hours or less, as the moon makes its 270-degree angle to Cancer sun, we will have kicked in, are you ready? The completion of this Cancer transit. Clap for yourselves. All right, I want you to really, truly give yourself this one, because this is the end of the first facet of the boss battle. I'm going to do the extended magic moon message. We're going to go all into that. You've been kicking this final boss's ass. Think of it as a bully who's been antagonizing you, and you overcame this. Your limitless self, your omniscopic self overcame that challenge that was collectively derived and influenced 2022, and now in 2023 it's come back. But you're not the same person who was antagonized by the bully, and you've seen that through this past week. I don't even want to use bully as an example because that's an older traditional model, and of course we're stepping into different. There's nothing new under the sun. Okay, I just want to say that. But other than that, the rest of this transit, as we conclude coming through into the balsamic, the next week is, if this past week we were walking uphill, this next week we're walking downhill, clearing the seeds, and then we're going to plant new seeds, new moon in Cancer, and trust that is going to be very powerful. I'm going to say perhaps one of the most powerful, iconic, and important new moons of the year. T-square, post-stat, 29 degrees, potent. All right, with that being said, the 270-degree angle not only marks completion of this definitive development of your character and individuality. Ooh, I like that. Individual. Ooh, that was a nice Freudian. Individuality, but this is the final part of the individual cycle and tour. After this, it's social city. Okay, I'm talking Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, and that South Node tour through their block is kicking off. Scorpio was really just the load station, grounded in Taurus. Libra, Virgo, and Leo, that South Node tour is going to be fucking ridiculous because it's going to unearth the train tracks of society itself. That's why the South Node Scorpio has been vicious, okay? And let's actually, I'm going to talk so much more about this in a magical moon message extended, because this is perhaps some of the most important stuff. Neptune was in Aries, and Uranus was in Gemini when America had its last civil war. So it's very important to look at the tensions, especially the Revolutionary War when Pluto was in Cap. So we are entering some of the greatest conflict society has ever seen, and all of this is necessary to get to where we're going. The North Node Aries shot is the destiny path that will get us individually to where we're going. Bringing and leaving behind social expectations and social traditions forever. T-square to Pluto. And this is an amazing period if you embrace your individuality. If you're still caught up on that old shit, you're not going to enjoy this. Just look at all the people who are and how they're asking these dumb questions like, why isn't it like that? Why isn't it like that? Welcome to the new Aeon. And I hate saying new, but welcome to the next Aeon. And I'm going to say that welcome for the next 12 years for this next Jupiter cycle, because this next Jupiter evolution cycle that started 2022 is the evolution cycle that is bringing us into the new age and the new Aeon. This is not just transition. This is the step forward. All right, especially with the New World Order 2025, Neptune and Saturn and Aries. I know there's a lot of jargon, but let's get it. Okay, now that I've said all that stuff, it's important to establish that the full moon in Capricorn to this point was you establishing this activation of conflict between what you feel about your individuality versus the dredges of the entire world and collective, old traditions, and of course the material nature of government world authorities deteriorating in your face. Where do you fit into that? How do you feel? That's what we are wrapping up. And so the moon in Aries is helping you understand the raw individual identity that goes into what you feel about who you are. Especially since these are cardinal signs, right? The cardinal directional nature of infinity, this transit is what puts you in a position to understand not only the direction you are going to move in, because you've already unlocked and harvested new psychic abilities, but this is going to help you feel who you are more like ever before in an updated way. I can't emphasize enough again, this is the 4th completion of the individual series. We're getting ready to fully integrate this socially, going into Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. All right, and that's where she's gonna get hella dramatic. As soon as we get that 270-degree angle, we've completed the cycle. So this is going to transition us, new moon in Cancer, in about another week and a half, into the social series. And everything that you've activated as far as this evolution of your individuality relative to Jupiter and Aries, now in infinity, bitch, now getting ready to be integrated. You're now getting ready to take the activation of this superpower that is your app and to now express it with other people. Integrate it socially into your routine to create behaviors. This will now, through the mastery of these abilities, create techniques that will get you through this North Node Aries chapter. This is going to be war. Everything up until this point since 2018 was preparation for war. The next 2 years is crumbling everything in our world and society you've ever known or believed so that we can start a brand new cycle, 2025. And so you don't need me to tell you this. Everything is going to begin to change as the world ends, as Saturn finishes out a cycle in the Pisces. Saturn being a representation of the world at the end of the zodiac, end of the fucking world, with Neptune that's coming out of Pisces as well. This is some of the most iconic astrology, and we're not even doing it enough justice, to be honest. We're just giving you crumbs. So here's the thing: when the moon goes into Taurus, the North Node is going to shift into Aries. So the play by the moon, as always, is just so intuitively genius. The moon in Aries is giving you a very profound, powerful understanding of who you feel you are and what direction to take that before the North Node goes into Aries, 29 degrees squaring Pluto, and actively initiates this in some of the most intense ways. The sun that's going to meet in the Cancer end is going to fill in this understanding Cancer with the sincere, authentic feeling for what you're ready to do. It's going to kick off with a bang, a collective event that now highlights where everyone is ready to move. A lot of people picking sides. That's what's going to lead to the drama of Leo season. But like, if you're not afraid of all the bullshit and propaganda that's put in your face to give your power away, like most people will, because they think they know shit, you're going to be so excited and exhilarated. It's going to feel like, wow, I've been prepared for this my whole fucking life. And for those who aren't afraid to sugarcoat this, this is solely dependent relative to the collective activation of supernatural abilities, connections with extra-dimensional and supernatural entities, and the full integration of your higher self and capability that you're now expressing now. I know this message is hitting you because this moon transit is going to hit you. We're going to hit Chiron first. And the thing is, this is all leading up to that square. We're going to have at the end of this transit the moon square 29 degrees to Pluto, and then the North Nodal conjunction. Everything about this transit is so fucking important. As important as Capricorn is to success, legacy, and reputation. So you've spent a week harvesting and using new superpowers. This is helping you understand the high score. And in understanding everything that you've accomplished, now that moon in Aquarius helped you know what your powers are by knowing what to feel, this is what's going to show you. This is the height and potential you can achieve based on what you've done. That's going to give you an understanding of who you are, moon in Aries, and that's what's going to apply to this completion of being aware of who you are and how that feels, what that feels like, to be exact. Because how something feels is more Scorpio, psychological, but we don't have to split hairs here. You don't even have to take the serious. You just want to tap into that raw element. Let's go back to 2 weeks when the moon was in Libra. We set this transit up by understanding the social nuances and balance of what we feel so that we don't go over balance when committing to partnerships with other people, when connecting with other people. This balance 2 weeks later has given us the ability to be 100% authentic ourselves, because now we understand what's too much and what's not too little. So now, knowing that balance 2 weeks ago, boom, if you didn't understand that lesson 2 weeks ago, that's going to translate in you not having any balance when you express this rawness, and it's going to clash with your emotions. All right, how much do I express the fact that I want to slap this stupid motherfucker in the face? But of course, the situation I'm in doesn't allow for such savagery. 2 weeks ago, the moon Libra helped you understand how to still slap the shit out of that person, but classily. You're maintaining that authenticity, but you're using your energy and new superpowers to do so, and it is a wonderful period in time. The development, the keyword to this transit is development, the slow growth and evolution. Please do not feel like you have to have everything figured out. Pluto has still not even started its Aquarius transit. So you are in the transition of fully awakening the next level, not the final level, the next level of your conscious growth. I'm not going to say human, your conscious growth. Many of you have junk and alien DNA. Most of that junk DNA is not junk. So don't worry, these things are going to be discovered, Pluto Aqua, with the next generation of scientists, engineers, and all sorts of bright minds, you included, that's going to put your puzzle piece into this collective effort to basically put the smack down on these evil ass reptilian shape-shifting dumbasses who feel that they can usurp on our liberties and freedoms, nerfing our true abilities so that we could just give them our energy Matrix style. And I want to go full-blown conspiracy mode, but I'm not going to have to do that to you because you're going to see it yourself over the next 2 days. I have to stress and emphasize that the moon going through Aries before the North Node goes through there, because the North Node is going to go in Aries when the moon is on Uranus. Everything about the rest of this month is like alien and fucking ridiculous. And that doesn't mean that aliens are going to show up, because some of you are talking to aliens right now. So here's the thing. Really just square in on how authentic you feel about yourself. And before you respond and react emotionally in any situation, how would that savage, raw part of you react? And really unearth this. This is what makes this challenging, because Cancer is sincere and cares. Aries is 10 toes down, I will smack the shit out you. But that doesn't mean Aries is violent. Aries gets so misunderstood. Yeah, they're gonna slap the shit out you, but then they'll still eat ice cream with you after. They don't keep grudges like Taurus and Cancer. They just wanna get it out, all right? And we don't have to be hyper violent here. That's where this understanding of authenticity will adjust relative to everything that it is aspecting what it is you need to do. And here's the best part about this. Mars and Venus are still in Leo. Dramatic ass, fiery, passionate Leo. And so this is going to help you with the try and feel all that boldness, all that fun, because you're stepping into your high score. You're going to accomplish the full understanding of the utilage of these new superpowers, this new activation of magical awareness of how supernaturally gifted you've always been, not always been, and you already know how to do it. This is you doing it. Because once the moon goes into Taurus, you now get the rewards for your high score, and now the North Node goes into Aries. And after the moon has helped you through Aries understand how to feel about who you are and what direction to take everything you've achieved your whole life and learned your whole life, North Node is going to move in, and it's time, baby. Everything that felt kind of stuck, it's not going to feel stuck in less than a week. I'm telling you, like in less than 48 hours. Once this moon goes into Taurus, you're going to fucking feel it. It's going to go over the nodes, and that's it, y'all. Like, you're going to see all these opportunities pop up out of nowhere, but it was never out of nowhere. It just might have been out of your conscious awareness, and everything that you have manifested in place, you're moving forward with. And that square to Pluto is what's going to make it very noticeable. We're going to talk about this in the moon and Taurus. And of course, I'm going to probably do an extended magic moon message tomorrow. So we're going to go in on that one, because this next 2 weeks, I think this might be one of the best Leo seasons we have. Dramatic, but really cool. So the rest of the Cancer season, I think, is going to overshadow the beginning of Cancer season, because a lot of activation was necessary to gear in this evolution of you. And with Mercury that's still getting ready to come out of Cancer, this is going to intensify the psychic quality of your brain's ability to actually utilize the metaphysical in its ability to make your dreams come true. Feel the end state. Feeling's the secret. Godspeed. Peace.